Good morning, everybody. How you all doing? I just thought I would do a quick video today based on a comment I got yesterday from one of my esteemed subscribers, and one thing I will say to everybody is thank you so much for your comments and your support and your subscribings to the channel over recent months. And I'm going to do a video just talking about YouTube and talking about the process, a little bit about the process of becoming monetized, and how much money you can potentially earn, how much I've earned, and all those sorts of things. So I thought it'd be useful for that. That's coming up. But I thought in this video, I just wanted to touch base with a particular comment, and somebody mentioned that they were struggling working from home. Oh, do you like my new top? Sorry, I never stay on track, do I? I'm always going off. So this is my Tintagel top. I don't know if you can see. It's got a little. We got the Cornish and the Welsh flag. This is the darker gathering. Do you remember I did a video on Tintagel a couple of weeks ago, whatever it was? It was probably a bit longer actually. It was much more than a couple of weeks ago, and it's like a pagan festival they do every year. And I saw the little stall, and I thought, oh, I love it. I do like my hoodies. They're just nice, and it's just nice and toasty and cozy. And I've got my heated jacket on under here. And it's on the blue satin at the moment. It's like a little waistcoat almost, this one as well. It'll be great for when I go skiing, and it's also great for if I go out on the Can-Am Spider. It's lovely just to keep warm. Do you know what I mean? Just when we're sat outside having a drink or whatever in a pub, even in the middle of winter. But yeah, so working from home. I guess the question is, if I was to ask myself the question, why do I even like working from home? And because I've been working from home now, I mean, solidly for years, to be honest, years and years and years. And I remember back in the NHS days, we did have, most of the time it was like 4 days a week we worked in the office, and the odd occasion I would say to my boss Simon, Simon, can I work from home tomorrow? Because the office was based in Exeter, and obviously, I mean, that was a £250 a month hit on fuel cost, and it's a lot of money, isn't it? And so I was always keen to kind of work from home back then, because it just saved a bit of money, and I guess now it's just I just do it all the time now. I haven't worked in an office in absolutely donkeys of years, and I guess if you were to ask me, do you enjoy it? I would probably say yes and no to that question. It's not. It's complicated. There are pros and cons. I can see pros and cons to everything, unfortunately. I just wish I could just say yes and just no, but it's not as simple. My brain doesn't work like that, it just... So yes, in the sense that for me, it's freedom. For me, it's... I'll give you an example. When I worked in my last... Well, not my last job, but many years ago when I worked for an accountancy, we would go in the office, and I think I was in the office quite a lot, to be honest, and I was always felt the sense of being watched in the office, and this is probably just my imagination playing tricks, and it probably wasn't the case, but it was always you always just had to feel like you were busy doing something, or, and I just think, how can you do that working on a computer apart from just doing this and moving the mouse and just, you can't, it's difficult to look busy when all you do all day is a computer job, staring at the screen, and I just used to look over at people. I love to study people. I love to people watch, and I would look over at other people, see what they're doing, and they'd just be sat there, just motionless, staring at their screens, and I just used to think, oh God, this is just so destroying. And when you're staring at that screen, trying to almost pretend you were busy, because you can't be busy all the time. It's impossible, especially the type of work I was kind of involved with. It was more a kind of, you build something and then it kind of hand it over to the dev team, and then they do what they do, and then I keep the lights on, kind of thing, So for me, working at home, I don't have that. I can just sit there and just have a coffee, and if I'm a little bit, if there's not much going on, I can just put my feet up, or I can take Doggy out for a walk. Doggy's he's still in bed, lazy bugger, and it's cold. He doesn't like the cold. I was gonna do a video in the next couple of days when we go to the Mill End, and we'll do a video and I'll show you the hotel, and that would be fun. So yeah, come back in a few days and see, or I'll get that sorted, because that would be a nice video, I think. So yeah, the working from home thing, it's and some people struggle with this. Some people struggle with the concept with working from home. Maybe it's isolation. Maybe it's that interaction with people that they need. For me, I think the less I interact with people, the better. I love the isolation. I love the silence, because I think the reason is I've got so much noise going on in my head that keeps me entertained. Do you know what I mean? And my mind is just constantly running at like, if my mind was a CPU, a computer chip processor, it would be running at like 85-90% all the time. And because I'm always thinking about stuff, about, all kinds of stuff really. What videos I can make, stuff to do with work, stuff I need to do around the house, getting the dog fed, checking the pool, make sure it's the blow-up tub, making sure that's all good for later on tonight, making a coffee. Do you know what I mean? All these things. And I don't even have the radio on, because it just, all that noise of the radio kind of, I don't like the adverts because they annoy me, but it just it interferes with my thought process. It's bizarre, isn't it? And I don't need interaction with people. And I mean, yeah, I've got Char living at home, and she's here, and she pops down every so often. And Sam and the smelly cat come out to say hello. But for me, it's kind of like it's kind of like a tranquil space of but I've got the freedom to do kind of what I want. I'm in control of it. Do you know what I mean? And I've not got some bloody micromanager looking over my shoulder, or feeling I'm being watched. Do you know what I mean? It's so I've kind of got the space just to do what I want to do, really. And I kind of like that. I like the freedom to be able to, I don't know, watch a few YouTube videos or whatever. The kitchen's right here, so I can just make a coffee. I can make a bacon sandwich. But there are cons, and those cons, I guess weirdly I do miss. it sounds contradictory, in it, but I do sometimes miss the interactions with people, and but those sorts of people, the people that are fun. There's only a few companies that I've worked at where I feel I've really had fun with people, you know, and NHS was one of them, and we had fun in that office. And we were up to all sorts of mischief, do you know what I mean? Myself and my colleagues, oh my God, we used to get into so much trouble, and it was lovely. And we would always wander over to Tesco's at lunchtime for a sandwich, and it was just, you know, and we would just put the worlds to rights, and it was just great. And I do miss that, you know what I'm saying? But there are companies that I've worked at where I just didn't have those bonds and have that connection, and that kind of, it's the bond and the connections, isn't it? It's with people that I miss, you know. It's that you know, if I really dig deep, it's the bond and connections that I miss, and I don't have that with anybody at the moment, you know. I've kind of got used to it, really. Do you know what I mean? You kind of get used to that isolation, and I suppose it's and one of the good things, I guess, with making YouTube video in YouTube is you create those bonds and connections with you guys, and almost like a community of like-minded people, and people, you know, we can have these conversations, and that's wonderful, you know. So I'd love to know how you guys deal with if you work from home or you don't, or what's your views on working from home, and also, one of the other good things of working from home is I don't have to commute. I don't have to fight in the traffic all day, and I don't have to spend money on fuel and wear and tear on the car or the bike, whatever, if I was to use that. So no, it's for me, it's just the benefits definitely outweigh the pros and the cons. Do you know what I mean? I just found out as well, when I went out with my old boss for lunch, the company that he's working, I used to work there, and they've insisted that everybody has to spend a day in the office, you know, which, okay, it's fair enough. My office would have been down at Devil's Point, what's it called? It's where all the restaurants are. I can't bloody remember it. I can't just... but it's down there, and it was soulless. The office was soulless. You go in there and nobody speaks to you, and even if you speak to somebody, you just get a grunt, or just you know, you just got people walking around with their snouts in their phones, and it's just you might as well just not bother, really. It's pointless, and there's nobody, and all there, you know, there's loads of accountants and all the rest of it. And we've tried having a conversation with an accountant. Oh my God, it's one sure way to you know, kill a conversation, isn't it? Really? Oh, I'm joking, but you know, do you know what I mean? There's no fellow IT people down there. So it's I dare say, if I would have still worked there, I probably would have got in with Pete for a day, and that would have been kind of fun. That could have been, you know, we would have had a bit of a laugh and gone out to a pub, and that would have been okay. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, it is what it is, isn't it? It's you know, I've got nobody that, in my current role, I've got nobody that works down here. They're all up Manchester, Leeds, Morley. There's just you know, there's just nobody down here, really. So I'm kind of I'm a bit of a, I don't know, wanderer, a wanderer, kind of maverick. Lone wolf is probably the best description that I that I would describe myself as, and I think I'm quite comfortable with that. But not everybody is, you know. And it's, you know, if there was a, I would never, if there was a, you know, if there was a, I don't know, disaster or something, I don't know, of people getting people on a bus, I would go the other way. I would not get on that bus if you know, if we were being rounded up by the military or whatever. Well, I'm not getting on that bus. No way. I'm very much I don't follow. Well, I try not to anyway. I try to always think differently, you know. But anyway, so yeah, I thought I would just talk about this video working from home and just it's a bit chilly this morning, and just be interesting to hear your insights on what your views and opinions are of working from home, how you cope with it, how you beat the isolation, or whether you've got a bit of a hybrid model, whether you kind of work 1 day or 2 days a week in the office and then the rest at home. I think I would like to, it would kind of be cool. I would like to, if I had people that I got on with and it was a fun place to be going in the office, then yes, absolutely. And without doubt it would be worth it then. And but yeah, unfortunately I just seem to have got jobs where it's 100% remote. And also the other pro is I can work wherever I want. I can take the van and go and work. If I fancy a day working in Paignton, for instance, Exmouth, whatever, my little places on the moors, or if I can get a signal. That's the worst thing, is the signal. And trying to upload a video, obviously, if I do a video over a 2 megabit link can take 6 hours. it's ridiculous, you know. But so anyway, I just thought I'd talk about that today. And anyway, it's always good to see you guys, and thank you so much for all your support and all your comments. And you've been brilliant. You've been absolutely brilliant, and and I'm loving it. And I love talking to you guys. I love the interactions. And it makes, and I'll encourage anybody to start a YouTube channel. And there seems to be more and more older people starting YouTube channels, and because life experience, isn't it? We've got that life experience, and I think that is really good. And sharing that experience and sharing sharing it with everybody, and all the pitfalls and all the things that can go. And what I love about what I do is I don't script any of this. It's literally just coming out. So it's absolutely, none of it is BS. None of it is fake. None of it is just. And if things go sour, things go sour. You will know about it. And I'm and I don't kind of. I don't fake any of this. This is genuine. I'm just me. And it's really the warmth and the feedback I've got has been tremendous, So anyway, I'm going to stop rambling, and I need to do some work and do some preliminary checks of my systems to make sure everything's up and running still. And I rebooted a host last night, so I need to make sure that's still in the cluster as well. All right, guys, lovely chatting to you as ever. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.